Hello, everyone, and welcome to Into the Wolf's Mind episode 3. Today, I am joined by a very special guest.
Hello.
Today, we'll be talking about games.
Yes. For those of you who do not know who I am known as JiaYueHoneyJade, but please, you may call me Jiayu or HoneyJade. I don't mind either way. Right. So games, huh?
I think the best way of doing this is talking about main categories. So we'll probably start off with consoles since the dreaded Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah, that's coming out soon, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Though with Nintendo, they have come quite a ways, though, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. From starting off with simple little things to now this.
Yes. Mostly like console and mobile devices and such, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If that's correct. But obviously it wasn't all like that because back in the old days,
When the
consoles weren't.
Atari was still around.
Yes, consoles weren't like as they were today. They were like a little bit more smaller, I believe.
No, they were actually chunkier.
Yeah, chunkier. It's just some of it was like the size of it and such.
Mm-hmm. Like if you actually, as I said, the Atari.
Yeah.
That was bulky as hell.
So, okay, I'm just thinking here. For a young age, what was your first console that you got?
My first console I got was a PlayStation 1.
Oh, good old PlayStation 1.
I still have it. It still works.
For me, it was I believe it was like the Sega consoles, one of the Sega consoles with like Sonic 2 when it was about.
Yeah. But the
Yeah,
thing
that was my first ever console.
The thing is, downstairs in
Yeah.
my house, we actually have N64 stuff, and I'm like, wait, did we own an N64?
Yeah, so mine was my first was actually when Sega was actually trying to compete with Nintendo, actually. So I had one of the many old versions of the Sega consoles.
But now,
Yes, this shows how old I am.
And now Sega is kind of almost disappeared if you think about it, since now it only does mobile games.
Yeah, true. It's still doing its games. Don't get me wrong on that. It's still doing its fantastic games and such. Mostly, of course, their main companion, Sonic. But in various ways with consoles, though, they actually stopped doing that until they reached the Dreamcast era. So, which is sad, but unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be for Sega.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever get bought out then.
Maybe. But we don't know until the future unfolds.
Anyway, going back to the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Am I the only one who wishes it actually had more colors? Because it's kind of dull. Even the other variation you can have is where the two controllers at the side, one's blue and the other is red. That is the only variation you can have. Besides it all being that like matte grey.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do see your point on that. They could have at least had another variation of the console version, like, I don't know, maybe white or blue or red or something like that. But it is kind of suitable for it as well, of black, to be honest, to start it out off with. Though I don't, though, bleh, losing the plot here. Though I'm gonna be one of the many people that are not getting that console straight away.
And one of these
I
people are not
mean,
going to get it at all.
well, not straight away, no. For me, anyway. I'm probably gonna get it when it's about, I don't know, maybe half the year.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I was talking to someone, and we actually realized that it's pretty much the same size as an iPad Air,
Mm.
which, if you know your iPads, the iPad Air is actually the smallest iPads.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a bit tiny.
It's a
Which
bit tiny.
it's a wee bit tiny.
Mm.
People with big hands, I feel like they'll probably be like, why is this so small?
Well, it's obviously not as bad with the 3DS and such, so.
Mm-hmm. Now, to games, just in
Oh,
general.
yeah, games. Oh boy. There are like many different platforms with those types, with like different various of games: RPG, adventure, driving, fighting, horror.
The
So
bizarre
many.
simulators.
Yes, simulators too. Just so many games. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, anyone can now make a game, and you can actually get it onto like the App Store or anything else.
Mm. I mean, the latest games at the moment on obviously mobile, of course, and I know you're gonna hate me saying this, but Fire Emblem Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And Mario Run, but that lost. I feel Mario Run has actually lost its hype.
mm,
Like, since it was on iOS before it got to Android,
yeah,
it's kind of lost the hype it had. So it's like, oh,
yeah,
I guess we should have, everyone should rather have an iOS phone than an Android phone because you at
mm,
least get games before it gets to Android.
yeah.
And then
I
there's
feel
me with
like
a Windows
Pokemon
phone.
Go. Yeah, I feel like Pokemon Go had a good run for a bit until it lost its edge, you could say.
Yeah, until everyone started going, where's Gen 2? And Niantic is going, it's coming, patience.
I mean, they already released some of the Gen 2 Pokemon, haven't they? Like Togepi?
Yeah, they didn't the baby ones.
Yeah, the baby Pokemon.
Which, when I finally get back to playing Pokemon Go, I am going to be going Togepi. I need my Togepi.
For me, I know I've already pre-ordered like that Bluetooth little device thing,
Mm-hmm.
that little Pokey, whatever it's called for the Pokemon Go.
Oh, that's as I like to call it, it's the Pokemon version of the Apple Watch.
Yeah, the little Bluetooth device that will alert you of Pokemon and such, I think, or something. The little Pokey Go device. So I'm just waiting for that until that comes along. Um, I've played like Fire Emblem Heroes, and a couple of people of course, the IPL would know this. And we roughly talked about it in the more or less latest episode of the IPL podcast. That it's basically one of those games that you can do like little bursts from time to time when you feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a nice way to basically keep you occupied if you fancied doing that kind of thing, basically.
Mm-hmm. And it's also a tactical game, tactical strategy.
Yeah.
Because, and like I've said this to a bunch of my friends, like, you have to be seriously like good at these sort of games, since the best way to think about it is it's very much like tower defense games, and my gosh, I love those sort of games.
Yeah, I didn't get into Fire Emblem or know about Fire Emblem until like what is it, Super Smash Brothers Melee, which basically there was like Marth and Roy in there, and that was on the GameCube. Though my actual first Fire Emblem game that I actually got truly just to get interested in it was actually Fire Emblem Awakening, where you're this character called Robin, but you can call that character any type of name and what he or she would look like and such. Nevertheless, though, that was the like actual first Fire Emblem game that I ever got, which is like what, an RPG adventure tactics game, like what Fire Emblem Heroes is. Yeah.
Yeah. I never actually played a Fire Emblem game, but I do know of Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Well, a little bit about Fire Emblem that I can like more or less tell you guys, and I'm certainly huge fans of Fire Emblem would tell you this. Of course, like I said before, it's a RPG adventure tactics game, but with the Fire Emblem games, they do come at a high risk of if you put it in a certain mode or the actual first Fire Emblem games, if your actual best soldier is down, they're gone for good. Literally gone.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it was like with the first Fire Emblem games when they came out at like I think the NES or something like that. But yeah, back when Fire Emblem was first out, you had to be very, very careful, and you have to use a lot of tactics to keep your men alive. Otherwise, one would move and your best man could actually die in battle. And you can never see them
Just
again.
like real life.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's why you never have your best one at the front. You usually have them in the middle or at the back.
Yes. There are
How
like
I strategize.
yeah, there are different classes as well with like each of the characters that do come along with you. And of course, like with every class, they have their strengths and weaknesses. Let's go for one example. Pegasus Knight. They are a flying. So they're basically based on like a flying friend or foe. They can be taken down by archers, a beast spear, and also wind attack spells that a mage would know. So, sure, you may have a good soldier that is a Pegasus Knight where you can go almost about anywhere, but you still seriously have to be careful of their weaknesses as well as their strengths, because one wrong move, and like I said before, if you're playing it on like the old kind of old-fashioned Fire Emblem life or death situation, then yeah, that person will be gone, unfortunately.
It's like, I don't know the majority of the characters' names, but when I was borrowed my friend's phone
Mm-hmm.
to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I've like saw one character and I absolutely love them.
Who was that then?
They have green hair.
Green hair. Would they a dragon by any chance? They can transform into a dragon?
I don't know. I've never seen them in. Oh, I only was helping them, like with this stuff.
Because there are
Never
a few
actually played
characters.
it.
Yeah, because there are a few characters in Fire Emblem Heroes that do have green hair. One I can name of is Tika.
I think that's the one we. Oh, my friend has as a boy. I'm not 100% sure.
A boy. That could probably mean somebody else then. I really don't know. I haven't got that far in the Fire Emblem Heroes story yet.
Yeah, because I think it was summoned, but I'm not sure. But my friend is kind of powered through it
I'm gonna
and
be
has
surprised.
2 characters that can turn into dragons, and I'm like, oh, the one
Yeah.
looks adorable.
Yeah, if those two are like dragons that look like elven kind, but they're not. Yeah, that one of them might be Tika.
I remember one of them's a girl and she's got like whitish hair, something like that, platinum blonde sort of thing.
That probably might be the daughter of someone. I'm trying to remember. I know there was another little dragon character in Fire Emblem Awakening. I know this, but I can't remember from the top of my head what her name was. But she does have a daughter that can transform into a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be her, I'm guessing. So
Yeah, I probably think it is her because she's adorable and yeah, she
she's
does look
a
very
adorable little cutie, isn't she?
like you can. That's the one thing I'm glad you can actually sort of tell how old they are by the actual style.
Mm,
Like for a kid, you can actually tell they're a kid due to the fact they have biggish
mm,
eyes
mm.
and look very
Though with
cute.
those type of creatures, you can never tell how old they are until they actually said their age. Which for those type of beings, they can probably live up to millennium.
Oh my god.
So yeah, very, 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 very long time.
Yay.
Just trying to think what other good games that we can kind of talk about. Hmm.
Well, it's popular on Steam at the moment.
Popular on Steam? I don't know. I'm not a computer expert. I don't, unfortunately, to some people, and it may come to a shock. I'm not a big fan of playing PC games mostly. I'm more of a
You're
console
not
player.
what every PC master race, which actually does
Yeah,
annoy me.
I'm not one of those people that go about saying, "Oh, PC is the pure gaming platform shenanigan or whatever." I'm a console player. I love playing on the console way too much than being on the PC. Because for me on the PC, I use that for drawings, nothing more. And probably some other hobbies of mine. You know what they are, Missy.
Yes, I know. Check and see what's currently like on sale on Steam. Stuff.
Hmm. Okay, I don't know why. This is kind of funny for me because apparently for the most majority of games I more or less got,
Mm-hmm.
most of them are RPG related. Most of them
RPG
are,
games are really good.
yeah, RPG is always a good mechanic of like character development and the choices that you make and so on. it's just sometimes in some situations, I think for a good example might be the Mass Effect games, the trilogies of the Mass Effect games. They were really fantastic in your choice making.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've never played majority like games like that. I mean, I've seen people, for example, play like Fallout 4 and the decisions you can make there, and also the wonderful ways you can change your character.
that's what
And
I
almost
like most about my games, is that you can actually customize your own characters. I'm one of those people that would go for customization.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just love customizing my own character in a certain game that I go to. Best example, I think, would be 14, Final Fantasy 14, to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the choices that you can make in that customization screen.
Which you have you've showed me.
Yes, I have shown you it. And you were like, ah.
Yeah, it's a whole new experience I'll probably be experiencing soon.
Mm-hmm.
And for things that are on sale, it's an entire like stuff by one company.
Mm.
And one of the things I saw, which I don't know if you'll giggle at or not,
Right.
Dynasty Warriors.
Oh,
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 8 is on sale.
I've actually got that on PlayStation console. The latest one, anyway.
Yeah, Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom is on sale.
Mm-hmm. Not a big fan of Attack on Titan, just saying, people. And don't go at me saying, oh, why not? I'm just going to say this bluntly. It's the gore in it. That's all I'm saying.
Dead or Alive 5. And
All for me is up and down, which is obviously a survivor horror kind of game.
Don't get me started on survival horror games.
I'm more of the kind of multiplayer survival horror kind of thing, because you around that way you can actually play it with friends.
That's why if I ever get like The Forest,
Mm.
I would so play that with people.
I don't even have that game, to be honest.
It's good. I mean, as long as you don't mind having to run away from cannibals, but
Well, fluff.
yeah, and you get to have a tree fort.
Well,
I'm remembering from when Markiplier and Jacksepticeye did it.
Oh my god, don't remind me. Though there are a few couple of games that I have got with survival horror. Damned, was it Dead Realm? I need to check my list here that I've got. Dead by Daylight. Now that's a very good one.
Yeah, if you class cursing it all the time is good.
Yeah. Honestly, the best examples I would say you can go to would probably be like either like was it like Mini Lads or HO Delirious's channel, or most definitely would be Wade's channel, which I forgot what his actual username is.
Lord Minion 777.
There we go. Yeah,
Hey, it's a jackpot.
yeah. So yeah, I would definitely go to their channels. I think another user like Gong, I think his name is, has a good couple videos of Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight as well. Pardon my visual blabber.
You're lucky this is completely unedited.
I know.
People get to hear this.
I know. Oh my god. But
for you.
Shush you. And besides like the multiplayer horror games, they're also like some of the really good like just basically the player themselves, the single kind of players that just basically do their own thing.
Mhm.
And with some of them,
I
you
have a
can
question for
actually.
you.
Okay.
When Slenderman was popular, did you ever complete the
No.
Slenderman game? Did.
Straight answer on that, no, because I never played the game.
I played it, I
I
think,
got too
3
scared of its.
times.
I got too scared of its creepypasta stories around the time Slundy was out. Seriously, I did. Mostly about creepypasta stories about what was the guy thing? Oh yeah, Jeff the Killer.
Isn't there now a game based on him?
What, of Jeff? A few, but not that great. I think. Anyway.
There's the Slenderman games. I think there could be possibly fan games.
Yeah, there
Jeff the
are
Killer.
there are like multiple fan games out there based on creepypasta.
I want a Tiki Toby one.
No.
What, you don't like the guy with the hatchets?
No. Okay, I'm gonna say
hatchets.
I'm just gonna say this with like off of the gaming bit. I remember that I mostly listened to most of the creepypastas like on YouTube. So I had like various of creepypastas, and a few of them were of Slenderman and Jeff the Killer and Tiki Toby and Eyeless Jack.
All of the proxies.
Yeah, all the proxies and so. And it was thanks to those kind of creepypasta stories. For a few nights, I did not get much sleep.
You mean kind of like me with Woman in Black?
It's just I was kind of worried that I might get nightmares or something was going to come bumping in the night, which it didn't.
No, if you want stuff like that, read the stuff for the SCPs. Which SCP Containment Breach is a good game.
Oh God, no! I'm just gonna say this right now. You are never, ever gonna get me playing that shenanigan. There's no way.
I won't let you play. I'll just let you read the little stuff they have. My favorite one is the Plague Doctor.
I've already heard from like the YouTubers that like done like what's the word?
Like
commentaries on it. Top 10s and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what I saw was like top 10 funniest SCPs.
I think I've seen most of the top 10 like SCPs Containment Breach monsters, to be honest. One of them I really am scared of is the bloody tree.
The tree?
The tree.
I don't know the tree one.
The tree basically has like actual human limbs and such. And female personnel are not to go near it.
Yeah. It sounds like it loves hentai now.
It's nothing to do with that. It's just if the tree actually is connected with the female, that female will become pregnant by that, and a new tree monster will grow. Yeah, it's basically that. And not in a pleasant way for that unfortunate holder either.
Actually, no. Do you know what that reminds me of? And I know you're probably gonna hate me now.
Oh no.
Alien.
Do not talk about Alien. And again, like I said, you're never gonna get me playing Isolation on that. Floss, no.
Can I at least get you to play Dead Space?
Maybe.
I mean, there's adorable little things. You can...
No, I don't like the necromorphs. I
so
played a little
cute.
bit. I played a little bit on the PlayStation 3 and I shitted myself.
At least it has a decent anime though.
Yeah, true. And I do have both DVDs of them actually.
I cry.
And yes, I know I said that the reason I said for Titan is because of gore. Yes, it's the same with Dead Space as well. I'm not a big fan of gore because I always look away of those situations.
Does that mean you looked away when Shen died?
Shen.
Shen was the one who got chainsawed in half by the
In
guy
Dead Space?
who.
Strangely enough, with some of the scenes, no.
What? I looked away. I actually looked away when I saw Shen die.
Okay. Just to clarify, I will say yes that I will look away when some of them did get killed and chainsawed because I always have my eyes covered. But with some scenes, if it's not too bad, I will watch it.
Yeah, like I think. Oh god, I suddenly have to try and remember from watching it.
It's just. Okay. I know this is going off gaming for a moment, but the only ones I will not see are either Saw related, Final Destination related, or Alien related. Those are the only freaking things I will not watch or play.
I will agree with the Saw, and I will semi-agree with the Final Destination because Final Destination actually overdoes it. I will admit that.
I mean, have you seen like some of the fluffing up crud of how they kill their
I have seen popular one, which I do joke about a lot when I go anywhere that involves these things. The elevator death. In the Final Destination, there is an elevator death where the elevator plummets.
Oh no.
The
Really?
people inside get mangled.
Ugh.
A bit being lie. There was nothing left of them. But the thing is, that is completely wrong.
Really?
Elevators have two chords. A chord that brings it down
And a chord
and a
that brings it
safety
up.
chord.
Yeah.
Because it's on a like pulley system.
Yeah.
So even if one chord goes, yes, it'll drop a bit, but it will not plummet.
But if both chords break, then yeah.
One that actually does have where both chords break. Black Mesa.
Oh dear Lord.
We're free scientists. I feel sorry for Gordon Freeman for seeing this, but he saw 3 people who he worked with plummet to their deaths. But sadly, due to the fact Black Mesa is all like polygon, since it was one of the first things, or one of the few things that Valve did first, as well as Blue Shift.
Yes.
Which I've never actually played like like Black Mesa or Blue Shift, but I have played a bit of Half-Life.
I mean, it's just with some of the games, I will not like play them if it gets really too gory. You know, like it over dramatics it. Or that that is just really too scary. Because sometimes it's just with some games I will play just to get like scared a bit, but if it gets too much, I go, nope, okay, time to break from it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Black Mesa, Blue Shift, and the Half-Life games, they're like survival shooting games because it is you are Gordon Freeman and you're trying to, you know, pretty much survive while your entire planet is being enslaved by aliens. Which in the first, well, in Black Mesa, it's the creatures of Zen, and then headcrab zombies everywhere. Headcrab zombies are actually very interesting.
Well, that they possess the user.
It doesn't. Well, it's not. Well, I guess I guess you could say it's being possessed, because what it does, due to the fact of how the head crab is, it jumps onto the head and then latches two fangs into your spinal cord.
Ugh.
Which then it pumps fluid to your brain, making it so it controls you and your movement. And if, like, you could probably, like, if you take that head crab off, the user will die. So if you think, that's why in Half-Life 2, if you set fire to a headcrab zombie, they will still scream.
Yeah, because I think like a couple people have found that out, like with the audio.
Yeah, it's all reversed.
Yeah, it's all reversed. So if you unreverse it, it's basically the poor person pleading for help.
Yeah, like I think if I remember correctly, they're actually saying if you put them on fire, it's like, put it out, help me, I'm burning.
Yeah. I just feel so sorry for those people in Half-Life. Of the head crabs that they have to suffer through that. It's really, really awful.
Yeah, and then there's the Combine. Nobody likes the Combine.
Yeah.
They were the ones that enslaved the ones that took over in Black Mesa, aka the Vortigons. Ones.
Right. What else?
Tabletop.
Oh yeah, tabletop's a good one.
Since you have your thing that you do.
Yes, I do. Two of them actually. Which for me, I do on a Saturday night play MERP, and then on Tuesdays, tomorrow, I will be playing a game called Dragonlance, which is a very interesting tabletop like system and such. But honestly, at the moment, I like the MERP system more. Really
because Dragonlance is using basic Dungeons and Dragons rule system, which unless you seriously know how that works, it does get very difficult.
Yeah, it does when you like increase and such.
But with the MERP stuff, it is actually more simplified and actually can be done. It's also could be actually useful when doing what's known as LARPing.
LARPing?
And if you LARPing is live action roleplay.
Yeah.
When you dress up as a character that you have props to be your weapons and actually act out pretty much what you would do on the board. Or in your case, on the program.
Yes. It's just for me when playing MERP, and if you guys haven't like heard MERP, you should really go and check out the iGame Online playlist of MERP. It's really fun, trust me.
I agree, even though I'm not in it.
I know. It's just really fun adventures with like my fellow iGamers, basically, like Zelly, Lee, Jai, and our game master Whisper. I'm gonna say this, from time to time he can be a bleep. He could be an absolute bleep, but it's still funny and fun, and we have a good old laugh.
Okay, without giving spoilers, what is your favorite moment that you'll probably think Idle Seasons currently on the website and on YouTube? It is up to episode, or it's up to like part 84.
I believe so.
So yeah, from like that length of time, what's been your favorite moment in that, without giving, of course, massive spoilers?
The meme of each character saying, "Are they always like this?" It's our meme in the game with every character that joins the party.
Yeah, or whenever your character decides to go on a swearing tangent.
Oh, don't worry, she's gonna be always like that. So.
Does she need to have some soap on her?
No.
To wash her mouth out.
No. That's part of her personality. You can't take that away from her.
I know, but still.
But I feel like
hearing her saying effing hell so many times, it's like, well, she's angry.
I'm gonna say this though. I will feel sad when the actual adventure is, but I would love to play another MERP session again. Of like a different timeline. Yeah, of a different timeline. Well, basically of a different time that's like past all that and such, and a brand new adventure begins and whatnot. Obviously, it's gonna be all with different characters, but nevertheless.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
If you were to do it again, what would you be?
Look, funny enough, I would like to be an elf bard, I think. If possible. An elf bard, I think. I mean, apparently in MERP, bards are known as to be the all-rounders in the game. Probably not the best, but nevertheless, like all-rounders of various things. And honestly, I think an elf might suit it better, but if not an elf bard, then some other elf something. I need to go and check the Mert book now because I know I got it on me somewhere. Give me a moment.
So does it bug you?
Hmm?
Usually in stuff there is never any female dwarfs that are adventuring.
No, actually.
Actually, I know it's kind of like the rules of like since any people were back in just normal time, like back in the day. Women have to stay at home and do all the stuff, and I think with dwarves are actually, if you think about it, worshipped.
Here
Wow.
we go. Okay, I found it. So let's see. Here we go. Proficiencies. Okay. Let's see. The actual jobs when you actually begin and have the actual book of Merp is that you could be a warrior, you could be a scout, you could be an animist, you could be a mage, you could be a ranger. And I just realized that and also obviously you could be a bard as well, jack of all trades. But what I've noticed is that we have like two of our characters in the same category class, and one bard and one analyst, which is kind of funny actually. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, because you're like the majority of the group is ranged.
Yes.
Since there's
And
three
then
lovable butts of characters that are ranged, and then one that has to go head in. This is not including NPCs.
Yes, of course. The races that you can be in Merth are the dwarves, the elves, of course. You can't go wrong with elves.
Yeah.
Let's see. You've got the half elves.
Hey.
You've got the little hobbits. You've got the little hobbits. You've got men. I think that's it. Well, there's the Durden. The Durden. Was it the Herderdom Dream or something like that? I think that's another human thing. I don't know. There's like lots of various of men and such.
Just like there's, if I can remember, there are two versions of like or half whatever.
Like half elves and such, but
yeah, there's half elves, and there's also like what I know of in general, half orcs. Okay. when a man and an orc love each other
No,
very
you don't have to
much.
explain that. You don't have to explain that, Missy. I'm just looking at like the possible like
Maybe
jobs
could
that one.
use my OC
Hmm.
as a good example.
Mm-hmm.
Since remember, she's a half elf and she's a scout.
Yes. Oh gosh.
She also totally doesn't have an addiction to ale.
You said that now, Missy.
Eh,
I don't know where it says of what type of classes they can have. I probably might have to ask Whisper for that one. But yeah, if I was able to do another MERP game with them again, obviously, I would definitely be an elf, maybe ranger, maybe bard. I think ranger or bard. I see myself as an elf ranger or bard. But then again, that's kind of too close to another tabletop character from a different franchise altogether, I think.
Really?
You know Critical Role, right?
A bit.
Well, in that campaign, which is basically with a bunch of celebrities playing tabletop and such, one of them is actually a ranger, a half-elf ranger to be exact.
Hey.
But in other
doing
that,
all the things.
yeah. But other than that, yeah, I would probably see a new MERP character as either a half-elf, no, not a half-elf, a elf ranger or an elf bard, I think.
I'm surprised you're not sticking with all the small and going for a dwarf.
I like my hobbits better. I don't see myself as a shorty short. I like my short people, but not completely that short as a dwarf.
Hey, you could be as tall as Killy.
Yeah,
Since Killy was the tallest out of those lot.
Anyway.
Anyway, I think we've spoken enough of games and whatnot.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else you want to add.
Not from the top of my head, no.
There's one thing we do have to do, and that's a shout out.
Oh boy. I think I've already done enough shout outs throughout this episode, haven't I?
I know, but it's still best to say it properly.
Alright, fine.
But yeah, a shout out to Game Online. The link will be in the description. And also, go check out HoneyJade's stuff. She is awesome.
Yeah, guys, if you want to check out my stuff, my chef, I am on a couple of websites such as DeviantArt, Twitter, Tumblr, and also if you guys want to check out my gaming, I do have another channel as well for gaming basic purposes.
And until next time, bye.
Bye.